Alright guys, welcome back to this video. In the last video we discussed polymorphism, and in this video we are going to be discussing inheritance in Python. So inheritance is a fundamental concept in object-oriented programming that allows one class to inherit the attributes and methods from another class. So let's look at this like like some tree where you have the parent object, and you are able to get the child object. So you have the child 1, let's call this child 1, and here you have a child 2. All right, so if parent has a method, for example, we say make sound. Now this is something that the parent entity or object holds as a method, because the child inherits from this parent. It means we can simply say child2.make sound, right? So that is basically added by default. So if there's inheritance happening here, it means child 2 and child 1 can have the method of make sound. Okay, so that is basically how inheritance works. What I'm going to do right now is show us a practical example. So let's see what that would look like when we create a class of animal. So let's say class of animal. So if we have this is what the parent looks like. We first have our initializer, which is the constructor, and we have self.name equals name. Then we have make sound, and this is more like the generic animal sound. Now we have the dog that inherits from animal, and you see we also have the same make sound, right? But at this point in time we have a specific sound that the dog can make, right? So right here what is happening is that it basically inherits from the parent class, which is animal. We have another one here, which is cat, and cat basically inherits from animal as well, just like what we have here, and it has its own sound that it makes, right? So you see this is the point where we create the object. We have the dog called body and the cat called whiskers, and you see we print dog.name, and we can also get dog.make sound. Likewise, if we want to include that of the cat, we can also have cat.name and cat.make sound. So if we proceed to run this code, I can say python main.py. You see we basically have body makes that sound woof, and whiskers, which is the cat, make this sound. So at this point we can even extend the dog class by simply creating another initialization function. So we can have the init, just like this. So when we say super init name, what we have done is we are basically saying work with what we have here, how it's meant to work. But now we are trying to accept something new. So let's say we accept the breed, and in here you see we can actually get to define the breed, just like this. Now we've added some addition to this specific class. We've added items that were not included here in the animal class, right? So given what we've included here, so we see we have a new way to define that dog class, which means what we have here for the dog wouldn't work. We have to include the breed, which is what we've added here. All right, so now we're able to include that breed, and it means we can simply say dog.breed. So the point here is that initially we created the parent class, and the parent class had some limitations as to how the dog class is expected to function, but regardless we were able to include the breed, and we're able to inherit the property of name, but then define how we want to assign the value of breed specified here within the code. This is inheritance in a nutshell. It lets you build upon existing code, making programming more efficient and your project easier to manage. All right, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next and final video with our basic introduction to object-oriented programming in Python.